everybody, it's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm so glad you guys could join me for a Tuesday tip. Hey, today we're going to be talking about how to make focal images really pop on a background image. So I love to create with background stamps because they're quick and easy, and you guys know I like easy. But over the weekend, I was working on a card and I thought, I really want those flowers to pop off of that background. I got a little creative with my Stampin' Blends, but you can also do this technique with your Stampin' Right markers as well. It was a lot of fun and I thought it'd make a great Tuesday technique video. So let me show you how we're gonna do this. All right, let me share some details in the products that you need to create this card. I'm going to use the Love What You Do stamp set because you see we have this wonderful built-in watercolor wash. Now guys, we do have a lot of stamps that offer this type of background, so I want you to get creative with what you have. But for today, we're going to use the Love What You Do, and then this will be our focal image that we're going to use to make pop. Are you ready? I'm going to start with a balmy blue ink pad, and I've got my watercolor wash stamp here. I'm going to ink that up. But guys, if I were to stamp this right now, well, let me just show you. Ooh, that's just a little dark. I'm going to stamp off again. That's still a little dark. I'm going to stamp off one more time, and now we're getting a little closer to what I want. I just really want this to be a nice light blue background. So you notice I stamped off 3 times, then stamped on my cardstock. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? We've stamped off 3 times. I'm now going to come in with a Night of Navy ink pad because I wanted to kind of continue with these blue tones. So I'm going to ink up my flowers, and I will stamp that right in the middle of my background. All right, it is time to color. Now, I can color in with my Stampin' Right markers, and I do love my Stampin' Right markers, but for today's video, I just really want to talk about these Stampin' Blends because they give such great shading to a card. So let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to start with my lightest color, and by the way, the Stampin' Blends have 2 tips. We have a brush tip and we have a fine tip. I think I'm going to start with my brush tip because all we're going to do for right now is just color. Guys, just like we learned in kindergarten, let's just color in our 3 flowers. All right, that was with our light Stampin' Blends. Now we're going to come in with the dark. I'm going to use the fine tip now, and I'm just going to add some highlight. I think you can see, I'm not going crazy. Just adding a little color right here. Now you may be looking at it and going, Connie, I hate to tell you this, but that's kind of ugly. Yes, it is. I'm going to show you why we call these Stampin' Blends. I'll show you that here in just a second. Now, in this stamp, you notice that even the artist have kind of built in some little spots that might be just perfect to add a little shading. So you can see that is all I've done, just squiggled on some of this darker color. I'm going to come back in with the light, and I'm going to use my fine tip, and I'm going to go right back over that dark. And what it's going to do is the alcohol that's in the marker in the Stampin' Blend is going to kind of pick that up, re-wet that dark. And do you see the blending? It's taking that harsh line that I had. Remember, we said it was really ugly? We're going to come in and blend it together. Now, a couple things I want to point out. When you use the Stampin' Blends, you notice there are no lines. And let me show you what I mean. I'm going to do it here on my paper. If I just color, do you see we don't get those harsh lines? So I really like how that looks and how we have all that wonderful shading simply using our Stampin' Blends. Now, I did want to make one little point. You notice it does bleed through. So it is very important that we have something underneath us to protect our table. Now, if you are so inclined to give your flowers some shimmer, how about a little wink of Stella? This is just basically like a nice clear glitter pen. But when you add that to those flowers, you can see what a nice shimmer that gives to my flowers. Now, I wanted to go ahead and bring in my finished card, just a little quick card that I created today. You can see I just added that to some Night of Navy cardstock and added some Night of Navy gingham ribbon. I've got a really simple little card that I can give to a friend, but do you notice how those flowers just pop off my card? There you go, guys. This was a fantastic card, very quick and easy. You notice how quick those Stampin' Blends color and how flawless they color. No little lines. We love that. But like I said, remember, you can also do this technique with your Stampin' Write markers as well. But it really is a fun way to get those focal images to pop off of your fun backgrounds. Now, we do have several different stamp sets that have these types of backgrounds in it. Just flip through your Stampin' Up! Catalog and look around and see what really catches your eye. But I gotta tell you, the Love What You Do stamp set is one of my favorites. I find it to be very elegant, and I have a lot of different coloring options and color options that go so well with those flowers. If you would like to learn more about today's card, maybe perhaps you'd like to get started in the Stampin' Blends and start your collection or add that stamp set to your collection, let me tell you what you can do. Head over to simplysimplestamping.com and just look for the May 14th, 2019 blog post. That's where I'll have all the details about the card, the measurements and things. So if you want to recreate it, I've made it very easy for you. And if you'd like to start an order with any of the items that I've used, it's so easy. Just click a pick. It'll take you right to my online store and you can order what you need. Guys, I would be so thrilled to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So be sure to head over to simplysimplestamping.com to learn more about what I do. Hey, if you'd like to learn more about stamping, be sure to click subscribe and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of stamping inspiration, and let me tell you, when it comes to what I share, it's going to be easy. So if you're a beginner stamper, my channel is perfect for you. And even if you're a seasoned stamper, it's always nice to learn some very simple and fun techniques. So I hope you'll take a moment to subscribe. And also, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I always appreciate it. It helps me to know what you enjoy and what you want to see more of. All right, my friends, that's it for me today. Go get creative. Have a fabulous week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.